Alright, wrapping up the Nekhbet Battlestar. I got a little plastic bonder here for these areas that are a little flim-flam, like this part here. So I'm going to scrape some of this paint off with a blade, and we'll do the plastic bond all in the seam. Clamp this together with some clamps, let that cure. We'll do all the little places where light might get out, as well as make it structurally stronger, like along in here where the hanger is attached. Okay, we mixed up the plastic welding epoxy, and I put it all along the outer seam of the head of the Nekhbet. And now I just got to push down on it and hold it for 15 minutes while it starts to. Oh my God, set up already. Nah, it's getting there. It's starting to get hard. You can't move the toothpick anymore in the mixed up stuff that's left over, so you know it's starting to set. But I'm not taking any chances because this is kind of warped and there's a big gap. I want to make sure that this stuff does the trick. Okay, the epoxy's setting up. I got all the seams, all the support stanchions. Everywhere that there was a crack is now going to have this plastic epoxy, and when that cures we will primer it and paint it. Heaven Designs. If you need any cool LEDs for models, they're the guys to look up. They can do anything. These are the landing bay ones. I think it's going to chroma key really well. Looks like it. Do some cool lighting. I was all worried about those seams, but honestly they're not even going to show when you're done putting these guys on. They cover it all up. Add a bit more texture. So this is kind of a useful tip. You just use one of these little measuring cups from a detergent, and then you can spray paint into it from a can if you want to get specific paints that don't come in little model paints, and then just paint from the reservoir here. Just, you know, do whatever you gotta do. That's how I'm putting the sealer primer onto the Galactica model here with the epoxy. You spray paint it into the thing, let it flash a little bit because these have a lot of solvents. That's how spray paint works. Just let it flash till it thickens, and then start using it. Here's another useful tip for cleaning up your brush. Yes, you can use the tester brush cleaner, which is kind of like mineral spirits, I think. But look at that, it's $4 for this little thing. Or for like 8 to 10, you can buy a big can of this lacquer thinner. And this stuff works great. Cleans your brushes, cleans your tools, wipes everything off. Handy to have around. It's a good solvent. So I use that instead for majority of my brush cleaning. Now I'm just dry brushing, which is you get a little paint on your brush, get most of it off, and then you just lightly go over it and it hits the highlights. It's a weathering technique. And you always go front to rear, rear to front, so that it looks like things have been streaking over the hull. Hitting it, space debris, bits of dust, asteroids, whatever. It's a weathering technique. Dry brushing. You just put a little paint on, wipe off most of it, and then lightly go over the surfaces, and it hits all the highlights. Snags on all the edges and brings out the contrast on the edges. And you can use different colors, blacks, grays. Usually I do a wash with a darker color to get in all the recesses in all the corners, and then the final dry brushing with a light color to pop the edges. Again, and then even if you get a little too much, you just take your finger and wipe it off. It's fine. It's looking pretty good. It's just a matter of finding the right balance between light and dark.
Thank you very much for being a guest on the program today. This has been such
It's looking good. The Nekhbet's pretty much finished. I got all the seams blended. You can't really see where the cracks were, where they were connected to the hanger base. All the light leaks are gone, all those seams are filled. It's all weathered. It's all clear coated with dull coat. I think we're pretty much there. I'll take it out and chroma key it later. Once the base dries, I end up painting the base chroma green too, and the cord, just in case that stuff sticks up and is visible. But it should look good. We'll get some stars and key them in behind it.